They might feel, I think the follow me pressure is too strong for the Spore. And if I just get this knockoff off, I'm in really good shape. Yep. Nasty plot. Bad news. Goodbye. Okay. Incredible turn 1. Howdy ho, YouTube. Jon-Luke VGC here. Today, I will be using a team by Roberto Giampietri. There we go. Roberto Giampietri that I found on Twitter, which is a hard Trick Room team that I actually thought looked really cool. And so I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's give this a go. I have said before that I am not a hard Trick Room fan, nor do I think I am very good at it. But I tested this team a little bit. It felt really strong. And I was like, okay, this is pretty intuitive for me. Let's give it a go. So let's take a quick look at the team. You start out with everybody's favorite Trick Room on Calyrex Ice Rider, Terra Water, Clear, Amulet as one with Glacial Lance, Trick Room, Protect, and High Horsepower. The sets in this are a little simple. That's not inherently a bad thing, although I would argue that they should be a little more complex for some specific calcs, but maybe I'll bring that up during the battles or in the end. But this is just max HP, max attack, Brave, 4 special defense, 0 speed. With Glacial Lance, Trick Room, Protect, and High Horsepower. Kind of a harken back to a standard one, Terra Water. I like Terra Water. I think it's good. I think Terra Fairy is also viable, but I think before I started recording, I was like, I definitely think this should be Terra Fairy, but after playing the matches, I'm like, actually, no, I understand Terra Water now. I just think Calyrex has so many things that it wants to Terra into. I get it. Then we have Ursaluna, Terra Ghost, Flame Orb, Guts with Facade, Protect, Headlong Rush, and Earthquake. Exact same thing, max attack, Brave, max HP, 4 special defense. Again, I think you could EV some. I don't think you need all this attack. It's cool, but I think adding some special defense here, just like with Calyrex Ice Rider, helps it out a lot. So I think maybe you want to relook at that a little bit just out the gate. Super standard with Facade, Protect, Headlong Rush, and Earthquake. No Wide Guard on this team, but they have Earthquake, so I'm interested to see if I ever actually feel comfortable clicking that. I would maybe like to see this substituted for something else. We have Indeedee, Terra Water, Psychic Seed, Psychic Surge with Psychic. Follow me, helping get into Trick Room. This is a viable, just 252 spread, max HP, max defense, relax, so minimum speed, 4 special defense. Yeah, don't run a different. Add some special defense from the HP if you want, but overall, I think this is basically what the set should be. You have Lunala, Terra Fairy, Safety Goggles, Shadow Shield with Expanding Force, Trick Room, Moonblast, and Moongeist Beam. Max HP, max special attack, Quiet, so minimum speed again. It is shiny. It has a 0 attack IV, so I can already tell in the comments, but it's not my Pokemon. You know what I mean? So kind of just move on from there. It is interesting. No Wide Guard, instead opting for Expanding Force. I'm wondering if I would like to see Wide Guard. I'm wondering to see if maybe Expanding Force would, if I ever actually have the opportunity to click that move, we'll find out together. We have Annihilate, which is a Tapo Wapo tech. If you've ever watched Tapo, maybe I'll link his Twitch down in the description below. He's a notable hard Trick Room player, and he, I think, probably popularized Power Band Annihilate or Iron Ball Annihilate or whatever that, but it's Terrifier, Vital Spirit, not Defiant for Amoonguss, which is very important, and in my practice matches at least came up a couple, more than once, which is pretty important, with Final Gambit, Protect, Rage Fist, and Coaching. Because it has the Power Band in this instance, it is slower than Calyrex Ice Rider, which means you can get a Coaching off in Trick Room, can't get faked out, can't get put to sleep. It's actually really cool. I like it a lot. This is 252 HP, 156 defense, relaxed. My guess is, yeah, that hits a bump, and then just the rest in special defense. This is like I don't know what I need to make this defensively, so that's just what this is something I would do. Hit the second bump in the lower one, and then just ramp the rest in the other one. Makes total sense to me. Finally, we have Ogerpon, Terra Grass, obviously Focus Sash, Defiant, with Ivy Cudgel, Knockoff, Follow Me, and Spiky Shield. Max attack, max speed, Jolly. This is cool. I like this, actually. Focus Sash with the knockoff tech is really fantastic in Best of 1, as you saw from the Cold Open. Nobody really sees knockoff, but slotting in a tech move on Ogerpon I don't think is as uncommon as maybe somebody would be afraid of. I think you should be ready. If you see like base model Ogerpon or something like that, be ready for it to have a tech move. A lot of them do. I run Encore when I use Ogerpon, but I don't use Ogerpon a lot right now. I just don't like the bulk, and normally I'm trying to go for bulkier mons. But how are you going to utilize the team? It's hard Trick Room. You're going to lead a Trick Room setter. You're going to lead something to protect the Trick Room setter. That's what you do. I'm almost always leading Calyrex Indeedee or Calyrex Ogerpon. I almost never deviate from that start, and then you kind of go from there. Ogerpon's great if you think they're going to threaten Spore pressure out the gate, because Calyrex obviously isn't immune to Spore. But you have plenty of things that are. Ursaluna once it gets burned. Lunala with Safety Goggles, Annihilate with Vital Spirit, and Ogerpon with its typing are all immune to Spore. So the only things that can get Spore are Calyrex and Indeedee, which is really, really cool. I'm going to lead Indeedee if like they have Rhydon, or I think I'm threatened by priority, stuff like that. Then I'll lead Indeedee. And then the biggest thing you want to think about is, do I need to follow me Trick Room, or do I need to attack and Trick Room? That's something that as you play the game a little, as you play this team a little bit more, you'll be able to understand, because you can garner a ton of momentum if you just like Glacial Lance Trick Room when they're predicting a follow me Trick Room and they go ahead and attack into the Indeedee anyways. It survives. And then you just get a buku amount of damage and get whatever you want done. I think I do that a couple times in today's video. So overall, I'll spoil it. I really like this team. I'll say it at the end. I'll say it now because I hope, Roberto, you watch the whole thing. This is probably my favorite Trick Room team I've ever played. But I'm interested to see if y'all think the battles are worth that title. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to Roberto and for sharing this team. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. And let's go ahead and hop into the battles. Okay. Kiko is rocking Groudon, Miraidon, Volcarona, Urshifu, Grimmsnarl, and Fluttermane. Cali Ice is super good here. So is Indeedee, Lunala, and Annihilate, I think, right? Yeah. Indeedee has an attacking move, right? Psychic, yep. Cool. Yeah, I mean, this is the like easiest follow me Trick Room of my life, right? There's my Psychic Seed. My question is do I even need to follow me? Like, I feel like I can just Glacial Lance Trick Room, right? Roast Grimmsnarls are not running Foul Play anymore. Terra Fairy's fine. And I assume they set up a screen here, right? Yeah. I don't even think I need to follow me. Like, waste the turn? Yeah, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, see, follow me here would have been pointless. Life Orb, okay. How much does this do to Grim? Not that much. Well, now they've used up their Terra. I'm still not all that scared of Grimmsnarl, so I kind of want to Glacial Lance and Psychic Miraidon. Yeah. Who comes in? Groudon. Oh, I've got bad news. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, there's a light screen, which is fine. So now what we're doing is we're just capitalizing on turns of Trick Room. Yeah, okay. I think I've basically locked this game up, right? 3 turns of Trick Room left. I Glacial Lance. Helping Hand. They've already got Terra. Who comes in? Yeah. It's game over. Helping Hand moves before Protect. Oh, and they don't protect. Yeah. Oh. That's our Trick Room for you. You get it up, and you click Glacial Lance a bunch. Pew, pew, pew. They're thinking. Do. Who do they have left? Grimmsnarl. My guess would be Volcarona. I mean, and then I just helping hand. Yeah. Let's see. Urshifu. Terra Dark Ursh. Oh, well then they lose, right? Glacial Lance and follow me. I don't know. They can't be slower unless maybe they're Iron Ball or Urshifu, but even then it's fine. Like, this covers in case they're, like, able to Wicked Flow Foul Play or something like that. Yeah, there's the Sucker Punch. The Glacial again. Yeah, now they just can't win. Oh, they had... I see now, they had Sucker Punch on Grimmsnarl. Okay. Well, now I just bring out Annihilate, right? And I Final Gambit Glacial Lance, and we win. One turn left of Trick Room. Okay. I mean, they can't win, right? Like, I just... Because they're not banded. I mean, this is a Calyrex Ice Rider, come on. Twisted Dimensions return to normal, that's fine. Yeah. I just Glacial. I can end the game right here, and I Final Gambit. They can't Terra Ghost. Yeah, I was like, there's no way I go down to that. Bonk. Prolonging the inevitable, I'm sorry to say. Good game, though. Good game, yeah. I mean, so that's the thing that I've learned as I've practiced with this team a little bit, is like, you don't always have to click the follow me. Like, I would have given up a lot of momentum by clicking that follow me there, but since I had train control, I was like, I should be fine. Like, Calyrex Ice Rider is naturally just insanely bulky. I mean, base 130 special defense, 150 defense, 100 HP is really good. So I was like, they can't really do anything to me here. The Sucker Punch tech is the reason that I covered with the Terra, but so that was really cool. Yeah, I guess Sucker Punch Grimmsnarl makes sense. Maybe you have your own terrain, but for me, I was just like, okay, there's just nothing they can do. So I just basically clicked Glacial Lance every single turn until it KO'd. I think, yeah, Glacial Lance picked up every single KO in the game, so... Good game to my opponent either way. Calyrex Ice Rider is busted. Who would have guessed? All right, let's do another one. Okay, we have Calyrex Ice Rider, Dragonite, Volcarona, Smeargle, Miraidon, and Indeedee. Interesting. I mean, my own CIR is really good here. Ogerpon's good here. Annihilate is good here. Not having Wide Guard on Lunala is interesting. Yeah, figuring out the last Mon is always tough. Having your own Indeedee is cool. Is that Quiver Dance Volk, I guess is my question. I have safety goggles. I'll do this. The threat of wide guard is what I need, even though this Lunala does not have wide guard, right? Kind of my big thing. So let's see. What do they lead? Calyrex and Smeargle? Okay. So they can fake out and taunt. I mean, they can fake out and glacial. They can decorate. They can do a lot of stuff. They can spore. What's the worst case here? I'm gonna go glacial and spiky shield. I think that they're gonna go after the Ogerpon. Even if they put me to sleep, it's kind of like not the end of the world. Because I just can't let them decorate. Nice, okay. That's why I did that. Now the spiky shield will break the sash. And I get rid of Smeargle out the gate. So you can deal damage here. Yep. There, cool. Send out Dragonite. Okay. You could be Haze Dragonite. I think I want a Trick Room and knock off Cali. That's what I want to do. Dragonite. What's it going for? Paranormal is fine. Stream speed into Ogerpon. No? Oh, that does nothing. AV. Okay. So they're definitely faster. Okay. Now that I've got the Trick Room set up, I think I'm in a really good position. I'm just going to Glacial Lance. And Ivy Cudgel. Okay. I think I know how to win this. As long as I survive the E-Speed plus the Glacial, I should be good. Maybe not, but I should be okay. Oh, okay, that picks up on Dragonite, which is huge. Oh, then we should be good. We should be good. Yeah. Okay, I think I win. I think I always win here. Even with a +2, they're not gonna. It's gonna be neutral through Shadow Shield, and I'll be slower. So I can Final Gambit into Miraidon, pick up the KO. I'm Terra Fairy, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we should be good. Well, actually, why don't I just Rage Fist, right? And Terra Fairy. No, okay. Because they can't Terra. Does a Rage Fist do it? Do I risk it? Because I can just Final Gambit. Terra Fairy Moonblast. I think that's what I want to do. Because I know that they can't protect on Cali. The Rage, I don't know. I just don't know if the Rage Fist picks up. I don't know my calcs like that, and I think we're fine no matter what. They're thinking because there's wide guard pressure. Like a huge amount of wide guard pressure. And then from there we can basically tell if come on, baby, let's do this. Sure. Let's run the calc real quick. That's a little upsetting. They were ranked incredibly high. I'm not gonna lie, this happens when I'm facing super high level opponents a little bit more often. I am a little curious to think that they might be intentionally disconnecting. So we want, I have Lunala. We know it's not AV. And my Lunala is what? Max special attack modest. Moonblast. Let's say that's bulky specs Miraidon. Terra Electric. Terra Fairy. Yeah, I should basically always win there. I mean, if they have no bulk, it's a 68.75% chance to OHKO. Yeah, so, and then as long as they're choiced in some fashion, which I anticipate they are, or if they are Life Orb, then 100% of the time, Life Orb plus Moonblast takes them out. Takes out the Miraidon. Life Orb chip plus Moonblast, so I always win there. And then but otherwise, then they're choice locked in. I have too many terms of Trick Room, and I don't think even a crit through Shadow Shield. Yeah, Shadow Shield active. A crit Electric Drift on terrain through Shadow Shield does not take out my Lunala. So I basically always win there. All right. Good game to my opponent. I wish I could have shown off Annihilate a little bit more, but that's okay. Let's do another one. Okay. We have Calyrex Shadow Rider, Zamazenta Chenpao, Tornadus, Rillaboom, and Urshifu. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. Do they lead Rillaboom or do they have Rilla in the back? I think I want to lead these two for sure. I want Annihilate. I want Lunala for sure, I think. I think it's the four that I want to... Oh. Hang on. Let me put my microphone back where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think I shouldn't be afraid to swap out Ndidi a time or two. Kind of the big thing. We'll see, though. Okay. I would assume the Sash is on Chenpao, and that this is... Well, do they have much redirection? Not really. It might be Sash CSR with Life Orb Pow. Okay. This might be Scarf Urshifu, I think. Yeah. I'm just gonna Glacial and Trick Room. Yeah, I think is what I want to do. Terra Water, Glacial, Trick Room. Because if they go into Rillaboom here, I'm in an amazing position. I think they might U-turn. I think they might U-turn into Rillaboom, expecting me to follow me Trick Room. I mean, I have a ton of... I wish this was a slightly bulkier Calyrex, but that's okay. Yep. Go into Rillaboom, you know you want to. Come on, go into Rillaboom! Now they go into Zamazenta. Yep, there's the Astral Barrage. Yep, that's Life Orb. No? Is that Choice Specs? It might be. That was a lot of damage. Okay. I think I'm happy to high horsepower here. And swap into Annihilate. They might go for the Wide Guard, which would be really good. Nice. Iron Defense. That's fine. I'll just Final Gambit here. To break through this. Then I can bring in Lunala. That's fine. Because then I can just double that slot. Or if they take out the... Nice. Yeah. That was a good protect play. How many more turns of Trick Room do I have? 2. I think a high horsepower plus a Final Gambit should do it. Let's see. This is a very powerful attack. No, not even close. Wow, okay. Yeah, well, that's gonna KO. This isn't the end of the world, but it's not good. This being the last turn of Trick Room isn't great. Because now Indeedee probably goes down. So they can just protect. I'm gonna double Trick Room. Okay, nice. I'm hoping they protect with Zama here. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, this is huge. I can totally bring this back as a 1v4. Right? Yeah. Well, 2v4, I guess. It'll just depend. Let's see, what do they decide to do? This little... Yep. They'll probably KO Lunala, right? I think I can kind of just ignore the Rillaboom, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and I live. That's huge. Now I'll heal back up a little bit, and who do they go into? Calyrex? Okay. I think I always just Moonblast here to that slot. I think that might be like Specs or something, dude. That was a lot of damage. It wasn't Life Orb. Blast. Yeah. So I didn't need the helping hand, but indeed he probably isn't getting anything else off anyway, so it doesn't like really matter. Yeah. I might be able to claw this back. It's gonna be close. Yeah. I guess it depends on how many more turns of grassy terrain there are and how bulky this Urshifu, this Rillaboom is. 2 turns of Trick Room is really good for me. And 2 turns of grassy terrain. So I mean, I just Moonblast here. I can't let you get a Surging Strikes off. It did not matter. Is Lunala about to like drum beating? Does not help now. Okay, so I think that's a pretty offensive Rillaboom. Moongeist Beam. Moongeist plus Woodhammer recoil might do it if they even have it. Okay. What does this do? Ooh, it might be too much. But they're gonna lose terrain. I think another Moongeist Beam does it. It's gonna be really close either way. But I don't think another drum beating without terrain does it. Okay. Moment of truth. No! Oh, darn. So close. That stinks. Oh, well. Grassy terrain healing came in handy there. Oh, that's stinky. That's stinky. Oh, well. Whew, good game to my opponent. That was so close. I was able to chip them just a little bit more. We would have been able to make it shake. Yeah, I think I'm fairly certain that was Specs Calyrex Shadow Rider. I wasn't expecting Iron Defense Zama either. Yeah. Maybe making the call on the Protect on Zamazenta was what I needed to do. That might have, I don't think I played poorly. I played as though they had standard sets and they just like didn't. So sometimes that's going to happen, but yeah, I mean, to bring it back that close for though, basically a 1v4 with Lunala is pretty insane. So I'm not really going to complain too much about that. But good game. I'm setting up Trick Room wasn't going to do anything either because the same number of attacks would have happened anyways. If I had Protect, then I could have stalled out the grassy terrain turns better and maybe have lived some stuff that I otherwise wouldn't have, or been able to garner additional recovery. So yeah, it's a hassle, but it is what it is. But good game to my opponent either way. Let's do another one. Okay. We have Kyogre, Miraidon, Hisuian Zoroark, Amoonguss, Urshifu, and Basculegion. Okay. No wide guard. Do I want Indeedee here? They don't have much priority, really. I think I want to go like this. I don't think I need Indeedee for this one. Okay. Wrong button. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, setting up a Trick Room is going to be massive for this, right? The question is this Scarf Kaya? It's definitely real Kyogre, right? Like, I feel like I just Trick Room. Do I follow me or do I Ivy Cudgel? I feel like I'm gonna get so much momentum if I Ivy Cudgel. But I'm willing to kind of take this risk. And I might go after the Ogre Pawn, not knowing that it's Sash anyways. Yeah. Okay, there's a flip turn, which is like whatever. With no Terra. Yeah, if I just get this up, and then maybe like Glacial Lance, I just like win, you know? Amoonguss. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just win now. I don't think that crit mattered. Right? Yeah, we're max attack Jolly. And I still have Sash intact. So this next turn then I can just there we go. Ask, yeah. Glacial Lance. And follow me. And they don't Terra. Okay. Well, good night, Amoonguss. I don't think that's Amoonguss. Oh, it is Amoonguss. Yep. They were gotta keep them honest, you know? Now that I know that I'm slower, I just do it again. Well, do I? I'm slower than the Amoonguss, right? Yeah, so I just knock off. Wow, they are quitting in droves tonight. All right, buddy. Good game to my opponent. Yeah, we just kind of cooked him there. Let's do another one. Okay. Monchi has Indeedee, Chi-Yu, Fluttermane, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Zamazenta, Calyrex, Shadow Rider. That's probably Booster Flutter with Taunt, be my guess. Chi-Yu. Follow me, Redirection. Nothing. Outside of Zamazenta that wants to take a Glacial Lance, though. Because Chi-Yu's base defense is stinky. So, I like... I mean, whichever Redirector I bring, it doesn't matter, but Indeedee's really good. Annihilate is super good to give me coaching boost, and I think Ursaluna... here, I'm actually going to move you guys back here. Is my best bet. So, Lunala... has a lot that threatens it. And Ogerpon, no for sure. Let's do this. No Intimidate. A lot of things not super physically strong. And the big thing is that Zamazenta is a big problem outside of the Lunala. I mean, outside of the Ursaluna. Okay. Flutter Zama. Sounds about right. Okay. I mean, Follow Me Trick Room is pretty set here. I'm curious if I can... No, because they can taunt. They can taunt. This could be Taunt Booster Flutter. Let's see. Hang on. There's my Psychic Seed. Does their booster energy... Does a booster energy go off? Yes. Okay. If the booster energy didn't go off, I thought maybe Taunt was less likely. But if they have Taunt, there's just no... Gosh darn way. Trick Room. Follow me. Yep. Iron Defense Zamazenta is fine. So you probably don't have Wide Guard, would be my guess. So I'm pretty fine to Glacial Lance. And swap into Annihilate. I'll survive one. Let's see if I can learn from my past mistakes with this team comp. Okay. You do have Wide Guard. That's so interesting. Wide Guard, Iron Defense, Body Press, I would assume. Heavy Slam? No Protect? Okay. This is fine. This is more than I would like, but... So here then I can Terra Water Glacial Lance. And Final Gambit into Zamazenta. They'll never expect me to do it again. Annihilate always has more HP than Zamazenta. Unless they're specifically Terra Ghost, which a comp like this, I would not expect that to be the case. Okay, they do it again. That's fine. Now I'll survive the Shadow Ball, though. Gotta keep them honest. Now I can go into Ursaluna. Yeah. This is okay. Unlucky, but this should be fine. I go Urs. Okay. I think I've locked this up. How many more turns of Trick Room are there? 2. I'm gonna Glacial. And Headlong Rush. Okay, yeah. Single target Glacial should always take out this Fluttermane. Nice. They might have Sash on Hallie, right? Okay. So I think this turn I swap into Indeedee here. I Headlong Rush again. To set up another Trick Room, because they'll never be able to KO Indeedee in a single turn. Yep. So now I just Trick Room and I Headlong Rush again. Even at -1, a Psychic's not going to take me out. And then even then I can get back into Calyrex and win the game. So I'm just going to Trick Room again. Headlong Rush. Yep. Good game to my opponent. Woo! Yeah, they kind of had us there with Zom in the beginning, but I've learned from... I've been watching a lot of Joe UX9. Joe, if you're watching this, first of all, hey, that's super cool. Second of all, you're probably not, though. But he often says something along the lines of, we've got to keep them honest. Like, if they don't go for Wide Guard, I'm in really good position. Maybe I should have Terra'd a bit earlier. That was probably on me for not going for the Terra, but I saw the Iron Defense and assumed they didn't have Wide Guard. So either they're giving up Protect or they're giving up a non-fighting move, which I would argue Protect is by and large the better option to give up there. I wouldn't give up either. Don't really like Iron Defense armor right now, but I could see it. But yeah, so very interesting tech there. But so I made an assumption that didn't pan out, but in the end, I knew that we still had plenty of turns of Trick Room left to kind of make it happen, and I could pivot in a way that worked in my favor. So really good game to my opponent. They still played super well. Let's go ahead and hop into the outro. All right, everyone, that is the team. So what are my thoughts? I could probably say that this is my favorite hard Trick Room team that I have ever played. Like, I think I like it that much to say it. I think it could use some tweaks. The Calyrex, the CIR set, I think needs tweaked. I don't like the 252. Annihilate is fine enough. I don't really know a good set for that Power Band Annihilate. Lunala, I kind of want Wide Guard, like, over Expanding Force. I guess we don't have Psychic. We have Psychic on Indeedee. So I missed the Wide Guard option, especially with Safety Goggles. But overall, I think the team is really good. Yeah, I think all of my gripes with it are some more niche stuff, particularly with EVs and maybe move choices. Like, no Wide Guard. Like, my big thing is, like, there's no Wide Guard, but you have Earthquake on Ursaluna. I'd perhaps like to see, like, Sub or Swords Dance or something like coverage. Like, you're gonna Terra Ghost like Shadow Claw. I don't know. You know, something just like that. Like, I don't think Earthquake's the move without Wide Guard on Lunala. You swap out Expanding Force, and all of a sudden, I think your Earthquake is valid. But yeah, I think overall the team is really cool. I like it a lot. I think it's really fun. I'm probably actually going to continue playing this hard Trick Room team after the fact, just to kind of see if I can continue to get better. I felt very strong with it. Anytime I lost, I include one of the losses that was really close. The only other loss I took was to best of one tech that I wasn't really anticipating, and I didn't feel like that really added any value to the match. So ultimately, I didn't do it, but I didn't add it in. But the one that I did add, I thought was really, really good. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to Roberto for making and sharing this team. That is your name, yes, Roberto Giampietri, right? Giampietri. 3. I don't know. My Italian's a little rusty, if that is Italian. But overall, thank you so much for making this team. It's really cool. If you would like to see more of me doing stuff, Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. But most importantly, please remember that you are appreciated. All right. Peace.